Hey, Solar, how's it going, buddy? How's your night? How you doing? Can you hear me okay? Oh, it looks like it's coming through. Awesome. How is your night? See if I can get all my chests loaded properly here. Get all signed in. How's your night, though? How you guys doing? Hey, Punch, good evening. How are you guys? Matt, what's up, brother? How's it going? Hi, Angela. Yeah, man. It took my internet right out for a while. They took out the internet for a while, and then I spent time with Amber. You know. Hi, Sabelle, how are you? Nathan, what's up, brother? How are you guys? Sabelle, good evening. How's California guys tonight? Hear me from last night, too. I do believe that I remember me. Able to see Jupiter, it's already set. Jupiter, way out of the window. It's way out of our window. Sabelle, good evening. You can get a little. If I'm back, it's up a little bit more. So most like back. Able to see Saturn. It's not above the horizon yet. Check that little back up. Try to get like that full view if I can for you guys. There's like the full the camera sensor. Let me bounce that up quick. Make that help. See if I can do this proper. Make sure there's a decent view. I gotta go way down here. Ish. We'll take it for what it is, huh? Beautiful view as always, yeah. Saturn, though, we're going to be coming up on Saturn. Sooner than later. Sooner than later, we'll be coming up on it. Hi, Cal. Good morning, brother. How are you? Good morning, good morning. We can see in the, is there any player that we can always see planning really make? I'm not sure what you did. Can you recap it? I'm sorry, I didn't catch on. What if it actually capture the context? I'm sorry. Had a nightmare, dude. Now I'm awake on the internet. Dang, man. I don't know. I don't know if you have a nightmare if the internet's like the best place to go. I won't lie. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's necessarily great. Me, what am I doing? Pushing the wrong buttons here. Get rid of the old, apparently it says I had another live stream I was starting up, but that ain't true. Right, let me see if I pull out your guys' chat over here as well. I did too. You got a nightmare? Just a weird dream. Really, Nathan? You guys getting wild dreams for tonight? Chris, good evening, brother. What is my favorite place? That's a good question. Are you talking about anywhere in space? Or in observation of what we look at? Which aspect? It's a good question, bro. It's really a good question. They're both going to have the same answer, by the way. Planet. Enjoying planets for sure. My favorite planet to look at would be Jupiter and Venus. My favorite planet is here, where we're at. We live on such a beautiful planet. An amazing planet. Like a crazy beautiful planet. Hi, Zinni. Good evening. How are you? Have you seen Jupiter before, though? We do a lot of live streams of Jupiter. If you ever want to, after you're done here with the live tonight, go look at some of my past lives that are recorded and they're actually stored here. Then you'd be able to see those. Yeah, absolutely. Sacramento, welcome in, Junior. How's it going? Good evening. I don't drink enough water before sleep. Ooh, you have bad news. Really? That's kind of wild. That's interesting. It is interesting. Surfing the night. Possible to make a house on the moon? It's a tough question. It is. There's actually lava tubes on the moon. Actually, some of them even have temperatures that range somewhere around either somewhere between 0 to 60 degrees. There's one to believe is up near that 60 degrees temperature. And these would be really good position for the lava tubes. Where you see the darker mass here on the moon itself, that's solidified lava, ancient solidified lava. Hey Niner, what's up, bud? How you doing? How was your night? You'd like to see the moon. Me too. Always gotta enjoy that view. How a hologram has mass? It's not a hologram. We can clearly see through evidence that's not a hologram. Depth perception would be one of them. If we get depth perception, then you know it's not a hologram. Dehydration nightmares. They're just like those weird, never-ending dreams. No. When you're down bad with food. Oh, okay, I got you. That makes sense. I got you. That makes sense. People are crazy. Why do you say that? Why do you say people are crazy? I had a girlfriend in Sonora, Mexico. We were there in Sacramento. We could both see the moon at the same time. It brings us all together. That's a beautiful thing about the moon. It brings us all together. An object from past to the future we've ever looked at that does bring us together. And not only that, the context of it being a time capsule, billions of years of history. That's amazing. Find a crater that you don't know. I don't know what your level is on the impact craters. I'll go to one real quick. Let's see. Let's go down in here. Let's go to the one over here. Let me move the telescope just a minute. On the right direction, actually. Got this one or no? This one's easy. I'll give you this one. This one's pretty easy. People can be crazy, I do agree. They can be. Amber! Oh my goodness. She got you, bro. Shouldn't be getting all crazy, I guess. Angela, thank you for the sparkles. Thank you. Hello, Miss Amber. I'll be hydration nightmare chill. Just like those weird, never-ending dreams. Me down, but what the flu? You want to know something? I don't have dreams that I can remember. Like, very rarely. Like, when I say very rarely, maybe like once a year. Like, very rarely. Like, I never remember my dreams. I do not remember it. Go with it, right? How you can see way down the moon. I didn't think that was impossible. Perspective. You're not way down there. There's the cat on the moon. You ever want to see the cat on the moon? Now we're looking out towards the cat on the moon. Get a count out the caps. It's hard to read questions, by the way, in the capital letters coming. It's not right now. I mean, when it starts to move fast on me, it gets really hard to keep up. Such like in a sense, a distraction. I'm gonna get to your questions, so I promise. I'm gonna focus on y'all, and I'll do my best to answer questions. I'll probably be wrong 20% of the time, 30% of the time. It's Amber that I'm wrong 99.99% of the time. The only time I'm not wrong is when I'm not saying anything. Now cap spell backwards back. Okay. But not in a negative manner. Yeah, I'm pretty. Gotcha. Gonna try to track the launch of Artemis. I would not from. I'll have to do it online, obviously. I would not be able to do so from here in Kansas City for two reasons. One, we're really far away from it. We're in the middle of the country, and then two, we're gonna have clouds, so that kind of sucks. Do you believe in the moon landing? Yeah, absolutely. plenty of evidence to suggest more. There's more evidence on the positive side than we have on the negative side. Even if you want to go from that, just go with the logical thinking that if the USSR conceded to it, and not only conceded to it, but throughout the photographic evidence of their own, and I would take their word on that point. Was this recorded live? It is not. No, we're live right now. Currently not live right now. Currently not live right now. I bet my heart rate's still a little high. Somebody trying to get me going or something. Is there a snowball chance of Venus? Your scope will get a glimpse of Artemis 2. If you were on Venus, Artemis 2? Oh no, not at all. Absolutely not. That is quite the distance. All planets that I've seen were real as Venus. Venus is amazing. Venus is really beautiful. Hey, giving humans any credit? I agree. But it's true. Like when you think about it, that is true. What telescope do we use? Right now we're using the C11. Tonight we are using the C11. Lowercase is friendly and respectful. It's very easy for me to read. A lot easier for me to be able to read. A lot easier. That's the only reason we go on that path. It's not about me saying, hey, I don't want to throw in counts, because there's going to be individuals that have a hard time reading, so when they're typing, they use capital letters. They use capital letters to be able to see themselves that they're actually typing something that they can understand. In that scenario, that is fine. If you're an individual that has a hard time reading, because of those situations, I can understand that. I get it. I'll slow down for that. But just on a regular person just spamming caps, you don't have to be the main character. Main character syndrome is not the thing that you need to have all the time. Ever find an underwear on the moon? What? What are you talking about? Did you leave your underwear on the moon? You think Vlad is surf? A hard sneeze. Well, I'm actually shaking. Chips even more yesterday. For the past in science fiction. Stop right there, I should go. I would agree. If you can't find truth to being interesting, I don't know. Obviously. What's your second favorite planet? For observation? Man, such a toss-up. Jupiter and Venus. Probably going to be Saturn at that point. I'd probably go Saturn at that point. Jupiter and Venus are kind of together. Show the other side of the moon. Okay, I'm on it for you. I'm on it. You got it. Got it for you, bro. Got it. Man, I can't move it. Are you so hard? I'm allergic to one, you guys. Can you from Detroit guy? Ah, welcome. What is Jupiter so popular though? I think I don't know. I mean that's so subjective. You're going back on a personal thing when it comes to that point. I don't know. What is your guys' favorite planet? Or NASA flat disc. I wouldn't have grabbed him. It don't matter. He's being a troll. It's just funny. You can see it here. He just called it a donut. That's because of the Great Red Spot. That's one factor. I think the other factors would have to be the mysteriousness of Jupiter of its own. And in addition, that we get to see in the atmosphere pretty well when it comes to Jupiter. Even though we can see different things, we talk about Saturn, you can see the stripes and make out some normal things. But I think with Saturn, you got the ring. I mean, you have a white dot. That's what a lot of people tend to see. With Jupiter, I think the four Galilean moons is one thing that's intriguing in a huge sense. So maybe that's kind of why it goes there. Track the moon automatically. It does. Yeah, it does. You want to see the setup? You bring it in real quick. See which camera it is. Get this one first. We'll look at clouds if it comes up. The moon's starting to come into the view. Not too many clouds over there. Let me turn on the light outside. Cutler 452B. Dang, getting deep. Alright, let me see if I can turn on the light outside. Here. If I can click it. Oh, I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'll turn Wi-Fi back on. Make things a little better. Ask you a question. What's up? Going to shape, and that's the fact. Back to back. Whether you're emotionally career to or not. I don't give a crap like her. Your emotions take you to. I don't care. Moves fast. It's hard to keep up. Yeah. Would agree. There we go. There's some light. Here's a telescope that we're currently using. Actually, it's on the wrong side of the pier right now. It's on the wrong side of the pier, actually. Let's fix that real quick. Let's see if we can fix it. I'm going to send the telescope the other side of the pier and then point the correct direction here. Get all mixed up. It is fast though. If you're using a manual tracking telescope, super fast. Really fast. Make sure I got the rest of them up here. That'd be what these. Claws what? Yeah, what? Earth is a donut shape. Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind. I mean, I'm asking you nicely. Unless you truly have a visual reason that you need to speak in caps. At least don't. I appreciate it, Subway. I appreciate it. We're about there. We're coming up. I cannot believe, like, right now my sinuses are kicking up real fast. Dang it, Amber, what did you do? Alright, here's the moon again. I want to flip it, because we did change the side of the pier, so we're looking at it from a different angle. We'll flip it around. You said the Earth is a better planet for life, but it might be Kepler. Future planets will probably be better planets. Overall. Like, future planets are gonna... They're probably gonna be much more rapid, especially like terrestrial planets. The future probably is gonna be pretty wild when it comes to how things go. Just put back up enough for you guys. Bring in a little bit more brightness. See how you can get that kind of that soft glow? Let me get the camera out. You can see some of the clouds here. The cloud tops. Or sorry, not the cloud tops, but the Sirius clouds come through. Wispy clouds. A city illumination around, so when you go outside and see that ring, sometimes you see a ring in the sky, and it's kind of what we're seeing here. Probably not that intense as sometimes you normally would see with your eyes. Dallas, what's up, dude? How are you doing? They fly in Artemis April 1st. April 1st. You say thank you, Amber, to Salt and Pepper. You say thank you, Amber, for my sinuses, or just because she's awesome? I don't know if I felt beat up right there and abused more, or you recognize she's awesome. I find this account now. I've been looking for something like this for years. Got you. I assume you're doing a pretty good job trying to troll. I'm glad to have you. Definitely glad to have you. I tried my best to answer questions. I try to give you the information I have. Doesn't mean I don't have to tell you I don't know a lot. But at least we get to hang out, chat, talk about food sometimes. And then you can watch Amber abuse me. She kind of abuses me. Better not be an April Fool's joke. That'd be the worst, most expensive April Fool's jokes ever. Do when I'm older. Oh, you want to go to space? Love it. It's all AI. Just kidding. This is, oh my goodness, bro. Hi, River. Welcome in, bud. How you doing? How's your night? Hi, Tess. Welcome in. Be able to image the Artemis craft? I wouldn't. It's going to be really small, by the way. It'll be like the size of the bus when it gets up there. There's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of telescopes on it, and probably live streams as well, as they actually take off to the point where they can probably no longer see it. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. I believe Amber can say, or not, Lowell Observatory was going to have it on the big screen there. If so, you guys have a chance to look at the Lowell Observatory. I'm sure there's a lot of other places to be able to experience in like a group setting around other nerds that kind of get it. That'd be pretty cool. Do you play VR? I have one. I don't use it much though. Yeah. It's a glow at night. It is. It's actually really beautiful. Mirror left behind the moon that we can hit with lasers. There's retro reflective mirrors. There's 5 of them. 2 by USSR, 3 by the United States that you can actually bounce lasers off of. It needs to be about 50 watts. And if you want to check it out though, if you like Mythbusters, check out the Mythbusters episode on reflective mirror, or the reflective mirrors. I can't remember exactly how they titled the episode, but look up the retro reflective mirrors Mythbuster episode. Really interesting. I like it. Hello, Mrs. Did you get my message? Who are you talking to? I'm just myself. Jupiter's already out my view. It is way out of our view. It's already set for us. Right now, there's 0 planets above the horizon. Pluto don't come up until somewhere around 5 o'clock or so. They're like 500,000 miles away. The moon, on average, about 238,900 miles away. So you can say 240,000 if you want to go that route. But about 238,900 miles away is its average as it takes us a little bit around. It gets a little bit closer, it gets a little bit further. Let me check out the rest. Looks like I keep it up. You guys are super calm. Everybody's really calm tonight. It is a glow tonight, though. It's a glow. Guess I took off my earbuds for now, huh? Which Morgan? I are trying to do it. Yeah. But you know what? We don't get into politics. We don't get into religion. Some people don't do well in those conversations at all, obviously. Just best not to go in that route. Can we see Mars? Not above the horizon. One day the moon will escape our gravity. A long time from now, our sun will come to its end. We will no longer be here. We'll no longer be here when that comes. We got roughly somewhere around 1 billion years of year. Talk about our planet. In order to not have a total solar eclipse, we get about roughly the same, about 1 billion. That's how far it'd be out. It moves about 1.437 inches per year. So in about 1 billion years, you wouldn't have a total solar eclipse anymore. That number seems big, but it's really not. But if you really want to see how big it is too, calculate it based on your age. 1.437 inches based on your age, or even your average expectancy, your life expectancy. It's a relatively large number. But when you compare it to the 239,000 miles, it's not that big of a number. Because the moon controls our tides. It does. It controls our oceans. It controls more. Your environment you are around, the seasons we go through, the living that we know is because of our moon. It gives us the beautiful planet that we have and the sense of what we have today. So it's worthy. Your moon has pimples. I'm just going to take your word for it. Man, it's always gorgeous. To be honest, like I like the view of the moon when there's a little bit of clouds. I don't know why, but I always find it to be very beautiful. You like the music? I do too, man. I do too. We did Venus last night. Not this past night, the night before, though. The night before. Got the night before. Can just focus on healthcare and space exploration. Obviously, we need more to focus on, but I would agree. Looking for lives? I see you looking over. All right, have a good night. Have an amazing night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Ever catch the ISS passing? We chased it a few times. In fact, we chased it a few times. It's very dark. Here. I need to buy one more monitor. Oh my goodness. I need to buy one more monitor, I believe. Maybe 2. Or maybe I don't even need a monitor. You're coming through? What do you mean? Coming through? What? Do what? Chinese crew outpost at their lander, if that's what you mean, is on the south side near the back side, though. South side on the back side. Oh, are you coming through? Oh, Empress sees you. I see your message as well. Supposed to land Artemis on the next mission. And where is it going? Whether that's Artemis 3 or Artemis 4. The one that's going now does not land. It goes around the moon. It'll be the furthest distance that mankind has gone. And not only that, but it's a mission of 3 men and 1 woman. So the furthest that a woman has gone as well. That's really fun. But it'll be an interesting mission. You think it's a plasma moon? I got you. Think whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. Come up here real quick. Wait a minute. Send you a link. In Discord. You can start there, basically. I'll figure it out pretty quick. Hey, what up? How you doing, Jules? Are they really considering setting up a base on the moon? Yes, absolutely. That is a consideration. Not only consideration, but in the works of. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Are you the one guy that my car was confused about? I don't know who that is. Are you on an observatory together? Who? What? Sorry. They got this on there. That's how they went to the moon. What was their mission? We're talking about mankind. To collect samples. Collect samples, do experiments. Ever see the map overlay of the moon? I'm actually cognizant. I have looked at it. It's a horrible match if you believe so. And do you honestly believe it or not? I don't know if you're serious or not, but if you're serious, we can look at some of the evidence real quick. Moon base will be cool. Yeah, absolutely. The moon we will. We could definitely zoom in. A little zooming in. But I do agree. Moon base would be super cool on the moon. Getting to Mars would be really cool. Achievement for mankind. I think that's cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. My sinuses are kicking my butt right now. I got through the mile week irritated. Moon thought it was running his own obsession. I mean, we do the moon, galaxies, nebulae, planets, moons around planets. Don't matter. I do what I do. It don't even matter at the end of the day. Thought I heard China. Are you going to be minding the material? Gotcha. Mars one gonna be wild. It will be. I do agree. It'll definitely be wild. One small step for man, one holy poop. It's hot up here for mankind. What's up, Jess? How you doing? It actually wasn't super hot at that point because they landed in the daytime. It started to warm up really fast. My comments are not here. I see that one. I just see that one. I see that one. Yeah, we can zoom in a little bit if you want to zoom in. It's Kind of zoom in. Let's go to the South Pole here real quick. If I go the right way. Go down by Tycho. I'll pull out some of that brightness. You can see a little bit more definition on the edge. Yeah. Hold up a little more here. This is going to be Tycho impact crater. This is about 108 million years old, roughly about 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep. You see the ejecta coming out. You got some other really cool stuff here as well. But you don't think we can leave Lunar forever? What you guys think we went to the moon with a big smiling face? Here's the thing, man. If you would ask questions, I would definitely give you a response to the point that I would feel like you're actually. But I'm taking it as basically an AI bot or a Russian troll or something like that, to be honest. Let's release that one indie movie that hit the theaters. Oh, no way. I'll have to check out who it is. I don't know who it is. Then Southside, yep. Artemis on the south side. Excited to watch it, bro? No way, that's so cool. Just think it's funny you don't ask questions. You don't think I ask questions. You think you actually know me. You're not. Like, in that stance, you actually think you know me. I take it from telescope. Are you able to do Mars? If someone got a picture last week of Mars, that was, bro. It's not to the point where we can capture it yet. We're just asking if you were together. Like inside the... No. Not inside the... I'm not inside the... Not inside the... The picture that was taken from a telescope. Are you able to do Mars? I assume that, like, you've seen a picture of Mars that was taken. That's probably from before. We're not to the point where we can get to Mars yet. We will be. We'll be coming up on it. Later, a little bit later this year, we'll be able to come up on it. Saturn will be the next planet, though. Pluto, the dwarf planet Pluto, we'll be able to get in. We'll be able to get dwarf planet Pluto, and then we'll be able to start getting Saturn. Actually, about April, somewhere around April, like the end of April, April 30th or so. And we get to that point, April 20, somewhere 25th to 30th. It'll be coming up pretty quick for us, so we may be able to get a little bit of a glance at it before the sun rises. Oh, I'm sorry. I got what you meant now, Tess. I got it. Gotcha. Hit the one indie movie, though. You hit theaters. I'll have to check it out. I don't know who it is. It's always awesome to see stuff, though. I would hope he's not angry at me for showing them. They plan to land people on the moon. 2020. It's probably going to be in the 2030s, to be honest. Probably closer to 2030s. 2 seconds here. Okay, yeah, I hear you. Definitely get it. Can be on nearby. All this is the first commercial flight. Not much, but it's okay. Get the flat earthers or he just trolls away. Just a few. Hey man, at the end of the day, luckily we have fake test dummies for testing car safety features, luckily, because I know where they'd be working. And on top of that, a lot of jobs need employees, they don't need managers. Like McDonald's cooks, you know. Let's pay for that. How beautiful moon. That's true. What up, Trudy? How are you doing? I'd like to imagine wherever it was I hit the moon and made that crater. What would it be like, to view it from Earth? Yo, with Tycho. I couldn't even imagine. I honestly couldn't even imagine. But we have debris that landed here from it, so you know it was quite the impact. But I couldn't even imagine that. I definitely couldn't imagine it. It would be awesome. Probably awesome, a little bit terrifying. Maybe something. Hey, game on their phone. That's nice toast. Oh, are you serious? No way, Reese. What the heck? That's crazy. Miss Thatcher, I did have a question for you to read your inbox. There's an inbox on here? Or on another platform mentioned. What was the question, Tess? There's something I could actually answer for you. Maybe I'm confused on some of the questions. I'm sorry. Is there a question I could actually answer? I'm sorry. On a pension in 1/10. Up to the 20s. Well, it just kind of starts to sound like Australia at this point. Looks like lights on the moon. Optics. Optics will do that to you. Perspective. If I get the gamma like this, your higher reflectivity is going to be a little bit more easier to see the albedo. The sunlight reflecting off these different isotopics that we see. These are younger impact craters that we see on the moon. They're much more reflective because the solar winds haven't come through to really tone them down in that sense. Pencil in on the dark side of the moon. There's no dark side of the moon. Dark side of the moon is not a thing. It's called the far side of the moon. We got the far side of the moon, we got the near side, because at all times 50% of the moon itself is illuminated. It receives sunlight. Dark side of the moon is kind of like a hoax in a huge sense. But yeah, absolutely. Landing back there with technology is one thing. Landing back there is like civilization. That's a little bit tougher because of communication problems. Because in your communication, your radio waves that have to go through the moon. Obviously, that's not great. But the other things you can do is you can have satellites that go around the moon for communication in that sense. Nowadays, obviously, we're in 2026. This is much easier to do, though. Ever seen some unexplained stuff? People in my chat. Sometimes people in my chat. Or can I ask your husband here? What do you mean? Can I ask your husband here? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. I could tell you my ambers here. If that counts. That sounds nutty. But what if, at the slightest chance, there are cities there? Well, what would that mean for us to be, as humans? I guess it would depend. I guess it depends a lot on what your thought process would be, more than anything else. You know what I mean? I know. Good evening, bud. I think it's going to depend on your thought process more than the remaining of it, I guess. But we would have, if that was true, I mean, obviously we have civilization living on something that's super crazy with no atmosphere and so much radiation that just mind-blowing. Getting to see charged particles lifting a mile or 2 miles up off the ground that illuminates. That's dealing with sharp sand. And you know what? They would weigh a lot less than us, so I'm gonna take the odds to say we're probably a little bit stronger in that sense. A lot of impacts there. Hello. Chaco, great to see you here, buddy. What's up, man? How you doing? Pete, you think the moon is its own luminary? You can literally see that there's no illumination. We can go and look into some of the impact craters and see where the shadows are coming through into the impacts. We can look at that and determine the direction of the sun and say, okay, that makes sense. Oh, do you guys see the back of the light? Just saying that light there. Pete, I hope you're really trolling at this point, because if you're not, man, it's scary. I hope you're trolling, though. I really hope you are. I hope you are. Think there's any type of life in the water from the ice within deep shadow craters? I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. That'd be quite the scenario. I'm great, Jocko. How's your night, brother? So no invasion. That's right. That would be true. And not only that, I guess you even think about, do you want to interact with those people face to face? That sounds scary. Think about the different germs, the different viruses that we'd have to deal with. That sounds scary. No brain, bro. Sorry to break it to you. You don't have a brain, or you tell me I don't have a brain? Which one was that? I'll let you try again. I just wanted to ask if you just check. I guess just ask your question. Let's go ahead for it. Parkville, what's up, Jamie? How are you doing? Welcome in, neighbor. Welcome in. I just wanted to ask. Just check. Oh, if Amber checked her messages? Or what? Have you ever seen anything weird doing this? Yeah, I've seen it, Pete. I've seen it, Pete. Who's still in here in the live with us. Not no longer chat. And Pete, I'll give it to you, man. I hope you're a troll, bro. We're literally looking at the moon. You think it's just its own light source. That's crazy. If you think it's a map of the planet, yeah, we can see, literally see the curvature here. The depth perception. I'm sorry, man. I wish the best for you, though. All the weird stuff with Amber? Man. 20% true. I'm probably weirder, though. Can you just tell me how y'all met? And how you got to work for this observatory? This is my own personal observatory where I'm at. She does work for a whole observatory, though. But I'm setting in my own personal observatory. Haha, Jace. I'll teach you. Hopefully I'd answered it for you, though. Tess, we met about a year and a half ago. She's really awesome. I'll give you that. But we met about a year and a half ago, roughly. And she works at the observatory I work at. My job by day, and then I sit here in the observatory at night. Apparently, just gotta go with that. What's your favorite part of the moon? It's a good question. Like honestly, we move us over to it. Let's go up to the Sea of Crisis. How's your observatory profitable? It's probably 2 days. It is not. You pay for it, Matt? It's probably somewhere around the 25,000 range. It's been expensive to build it out. When you put everything together, the construction to the technology within. We do have awesome sponsors, though. I would put that out there. I do have awesome sponsors that work really well with me. Don't expect me to put up videos or anything like that. They just believe in what we do. So that's always awesome. But yeah, so Mare Crisium, or Sea of Crisis, right here in Arlington. One of my favorite places on the moon. If I were to be on the moon, I would have a hard time saying this is not the place to go. But that kind of makes sense. Have I ever been to Heck? I would love to go to Heck. I've actually considered it a few times. My buddy lives not too far from there. I would love to go to Heck, though. I actually know someone who works there, too, that I would love to interact with a little bit. It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'd love to go to Heck Observatory. Absolutely. Some wind blowing through, y'all. I'm going to back up a little bit more. And let's let it drift through our view. If you guys want to see Earth's rotation, what I'm going to do is turn off the tracking on the telescope. And now we're watching Earth's rotation. Very little of the moon. The moon takes about 27.3 days roughly to orbit around Earth. So mostly what you are seeing here is going to be Earth's rotation. Katie, good morning. How are you? How's your morning? See if I can pull it up. Amber. TikToks are making me feel like I nice though. Shit. Oh, Amber's? Oh yeah. she's courageous in her own sense. She's pretty wild. Gonna travel to USA. My wife and hopefully my dog. That'll be sweet, man. Really sweet. That'd be sweet, dude. Yes. You forgot to remind me to get water. And I'm hot. Let's burn up. She told me to get butter. Not a very good manager, you are. Have you ever seen any unexplained objects UFOs traveling over the surface? No. You wouldn't, unless it's massive. If you're talking about something near the moon itself, you kind of put it out there. If you see videos of something like that, it's AI. Unless it's some crazy structure. Crazy structure in size, I should say. Yeah, I'll make fire too. She makes fire with sticks. She's quite the caveman. Could you live there on the moon? Not just like live there on the moon. Obviously, it would take a lot of stuff. Like it was an hour away from me. Oh, no way. Next, dude, no way. Is it really? Yeah, I would love that. I would love to visit. There's 2 LIGO locations, by the way. I assume you're down near Arizona, or is it Arizona or Nevada? Or is it's not in Mexico, is it? Crap, what's the one down there? Okay, you're in the Washington. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that'd be super awesome. I'm keen. I'm definitely observing this morning. Right now, the moon. Right now, we're hanging out the moon. Enjoying the moon currently. There a place on Earth where the closest human you would be the people in the USA or in the ISS. Huh. I don't think so. I'm trying to compute that real quick, but I don't know. I don't think so. Someone can look that up real quick. I don't think so. How do you hide the chat? On the top right, the 3 dots. Click it real quick, go down to chat, and then you'll have that slider for on off. Almost a full moon, yep, we're coming up on the chat. Where's the best place to learn about the moon stars? Any recommendation? It's a good question. It depends on a lot of stuff. If you're near a city, look up like a local astronomy union, like a club, astronomy club nearby. It's a really wonderful source. If you have an observatory around you, visit an observatory. A really good idea. And ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because we ask questions to get knowledge, and that brings up that intelligence level that you have. Less of the ignorance. Ignorance not being the meaning, like a harmful term, but the idea that you have knowledge, right? Hey Heather, welcome in. You're welcome. Can we look at different planets? We have none above us right now. Currently, we have absolutely no planets above us. Jupiter already set is the last one for the night, and sometime in the early morning hours, somewhere around 4:30, the dwarf planet Pluto comes up. And then Saturn comes up right before the sun does. Got hired for modeling agent. They only want me for my before pictures, not the after pictures. Matt, coming in hot, brother. What's my things of the States abroad? Probably don't watch movies. They gain knowledge in that sense. I don't know. From Australia, welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and welcome in. Welcome in. We have a few others from Australia, including one of our moderators, Jace, up here. He's also from Australia. I feel sorry for you because you have Jace down under with you. They like me only for my personality, though. Come on, man. There's a better way to go on that joke. Spacetime is such a great channel. Yeah, absolutely. Spacetime is a wonderful channel here. Hi, Eskimo. How you doing? How was your night? How you doing, bud? Welcome in. Streaming late? Is it actually late? No, man. Not at all. We only got 50 minutes in. We had quite a bit of a stream earlier, but then the internet went out, which kind of sucked. And then I spent time with Faber, and then I was like, okay, it's time to go live again. So here we are. Happy winter, Aussies. Yeah, take the snow. I'll teach y'all. Eskimo, thank you so much for the sparkles, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Trying to brew with the picture of the moon. that you can find calmness in things that you view. That you can find a way to relax. Your own self-evidence, though. I'm not going to prove anything true of it, but it's going to be your own self-evidence of what you find in it. Give it a get any way today. Okay, there's a lot of that. Face knife and pray on the road. I would agree. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Kindness can make a huge imprint on our planet. Can make a massive imprint on our planet. See if I hear something hitting the moon. When was that? There was an impact like back in 2021 that was captured by a Japanese astronomer, and that would have been almost like a little flash when it occurred. It was just into the night phase of the moon, just past the terminator line, and he was able to capture that. It's the last one I can actually remember seeing myself, one that was actually verified. There's a massive impact that hit the moon back in 2024, where they just found the evidence of that. That's another one. No, wait. I'm going to guess that one. Probably the one you've seen. If it was a real one, then it was back in like 2021 from Japanese astronomer, and that was a verified one. D-Vids, what up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your night? How is your night? Yeah, that's going to be my guess, though, Joe. That'd be my guess. Filtered screen. Can real feel hit through the screen? If I'm being honest. Real feel what? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I agree. Have an amazing night, Amber. Talk to you in a bit, I'm sure. Yeah, we get a moment of peace and calmness. It's going to be such a moment of peace and calmness for me. One where my heart rate drops somewhere around 30 or 40 beats per second. My blood pressure drops a little bit. And I don't feel like I'm being bullied or threatened. I'm so horrible. So horrible. I'm talking about brains like that. Yeah, they're a peaceful bunch thus far, really. Give it a night shift, but I'm not able to sleep. Oh, dude, no way. Got one of those nights where you can't sleep. Why scream wavy? There's a lot of wind here. There's a live telescope. Let me move the telescope over a little bit. It's a live telescope. The wind blows through, and then it starts to wave us around. Let me pull in the camera real quick. See which camera I got. So here's the telescope right now that we're using. I want to get the other one. Let me turn off the. The light outside real quick. There we go. Now pull in the other camera. The other camera is super sensitive. I gotta get that light out of there. We'll be able to see out there a little bit more. Let's see. It's right at the telescope right now. I need to move the camera. Dang it. Never mind. Disregard that. Telescope's blocking us. Oh my goodness. How different would light be referring to seasons, tides, solar days, and other natural events? That's even if it's possible. In what aspect? If we didn't have the moon? I would assume you mean if we didn't have the moon. Correct. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page with it. Right now I'm running 100 right now. I hear you. I'm not either. I'm burning up. I am hot. I need a drink. But yeah. Might be insecure of what's that? Might be insecure of what? But small bright red spots don't have anything to do with elevation. It's a reflectivity of the sunlight that's being hit, and what you're seeing there is younger debris. So young impact craters are going to be much brighter because the solar winds don't come through and then dampen them down. So imagine if you have something in radiation for a long time, it's going to lose its properties of that reflectivity of the albedo. And then you see the ejecta, the lines that come out as well. And they'll be relatively bright. It's soil from underneath that was kind of blown out during impact. The one that we have straight under here is the brightest area on the moon. That's going to be Aristarchus. Let me try to bring that a little better for you. Bring it in. I'll move it over. So it's going to be Aristarchus crater here. It's going to be the brightest point on the moon itself. Kind of move it over just enough. Get a little bit more light. Look how crazy bright it is. The dang wind is crazy, yeah. That's all I'll just say. Oh no, you're good. I didn't say you're not normal. Straight lines is pretty blown out, yeah. What's called ejecta, though. Ejecta rays. Let's see the wind blowing through. Let me kind of move over to Tycho. You can really make out ejecta rays around Tycho. You can see some ejecta right here around Copernicus. It's a mess, though. Very messy looking. We're going to leave our brightness up quite a bit. So now you can see the ejecta coming out near Tycho. In perspective, I'll get us there. The ejecta rays that come out from Tycho, and you can see how long they are, especially on the right side. 1,600 miles long. This is about 108 million years ago when Tycho was impacted, when this crater was formed by an impactor. So this is relatively young, 108 million years ago. It's relatively young when we consider the age of the moon and everything that's gone through. And when we look at the moon in a whole, then we see what the moon looks like. It's massively cratered, and most of those impact craters actually came from the Great Bombardment period. You're born on a nebulae. Always had something with the moon. Nice. What's helium-3 start as? What do you mean? What does it start as? It's 3 ionized atoms of helium. If that's what you're asking. What do you mean? Does it start as? Just enjoying it. It's always nice. Make sure I got the rest there. Yeah, it's an old guy there. Yet it's the youngest large impact on the moon. And look, you can see just how bright it is over here. The amount of material that came up, right? It's crazy. You kind of pull out some of that brightness too. Pick it out a little bit more in definition. Kind of zoom in a little bit. There's beautiful Tycho. And right in the center, you'll see a little mountain called a central peak. Central peaks are really cool. They're very common to see inside of impact craters. It's if you imagine just having like a bowl of water, drop a marble into it or a rock or something, you see that little dip come up in the center, and that's what you see here. Similar to the debris comes up and comes right back down. And if the impactor can dig in and come back up a little bit, it can push up a little bit, causing that mountain to be even higher. That's pretty crazy. Jupiter's not above the horizon anymore tonight. It's already set for us. So the solar radiation causes helium-3, the form. What? There's a lot going on there. It's a Google question, I think. Here, sorry, I know nothing about it. Your telescope, curious to know how big it is. This one is a C11, 11-inch spin-cast ring. Like this one here is the 8-inch spin-cast ring, which is big. Depth perception, we've got issue, right? But let's see. So like here's the 8-inch telescope, and it's very similar to, essentially very similar to this telescope here, but it's much bigger, much bigger. If I put it back up here. So you got the 8-inch telescope right over here. This is a 4-inch telescope. So imagine you go to 4 to 8 and then 11. Essentially a massive telescope. It's a really big telescope. Can you only see the moon? No, we can see galaxy nebulae, globular clusters, moons around planets, every planet in our solar system, and so on. It's quite a bit. Let's move it back down more view. See some of the solidified lava regions here. Ancient solidified lava regions, that dark mess that we see on the moon. I'll stop you here in a minute. I'll let you guys see where the landing sites are here. Let's see if I can line it up a little better on my view. So dang high. Let me track it real quick. Here we go. I'll back it up some too. Alright. Get the interaction tool. Let's I guess a quick rundown. Easy things to see. Helps you kind of navigate, right? Sea of Fecundity is over here. Sea of Tranquility, where Apollo 11 landed. Sea of Crisis. Sea of Serenity. Sea of Showers. You got like the Alpine Mountain, the Alpine Valleys over here. You got Plato Crater. This sea up here is going to be the Sea of Cold. Copernicus Crater. Tycho crater, and that really bright one we just looked at, of course, over here is going to be Aristarchus. You put all that down, it makes it pretty well to like navigate the moon itself when you're looking for objects. For landing sites, you get to see the Tranquility, the Bay of Roughness here. Apollo 11 landed right about here. 16 was out here. You got 17, 15, and then 12 and 14 out here. Those 6 landing sites. And of course, just our beautiful moon, which is probably more important than everything I just said. You think you just found NASA fanboys? I doubt it. I think what you found is nerds that love space more than anything. But just since you're going that way, Samuel, I'll feed into it a little bit. I'll give you that conversation tonight. I'll give you that conversation tonight. By the wobble. The wobbles from the wind. Let's see, not playing their values. So the seas, what happened is ancient astronomers would go out and look up at the moon, and they actually thought it was water, thought it was oceans. Fast forward today, we know that's not true. It's solidified lava. And these regions, they're obviously quite a bit more dense compared to everything else around, so it's interesting in that view. But you got the seas, the bays, and the ocean. There's one ocean on the moon. Ocean storms, it's going to be on the far left side in our view. No, all these different sites claimed it on the surface. No, you cannot claim. You cannot claim any part of the moon itself. No country could. When we talk about, I should add, when you talk about the remaining part of the moon, it's called the highlands. So you got the highlands, and then you have the mare. Mare being the Latin term of sea. The moon has an ocean. Yep, it's solidified lava, but it's called the ocean of storms. So, hi Rex, thank you so much, buddy. Thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Have an amazing night, Tess. Thanks for hanging out with us. Repeat the C's, please. Yeah, we can do that. Grab my annotator. I'll just go with C's, nothing else on it. Okay. Sea of Fecundity over here. Sea of Tranquility. Sea of Serenity. Sea of Crisis. Sea of Showers. And you got a bunch of other stuff when you're getting down to like Sea of Moisture and so on. There's quite a bit more. These are the ones that make it easier for navigation though when it comes to the moon. The ocean is over here. This is going to be out towards your ocean. Kind of make up quite a bit actually in there, but that'll be your ocean and the moon. You're welcome. How dark is it on the moon's surface? It reflects about 12% of the sunlight. Roughly about. Right about 12% of the sunlight. Literally, letter C. Yeah, I didn't want to make a bunch of circles and then it gets all kind of wild. Ever see heat wave distortion in front of the moon? In our perspective. It's not really in front of the moon, but our perspective. For example, if I open up the observatory door here, and the heat's going to come escape out of the control room, it's going to get in front of the telescope, you're going to see the heat waves. So it's our perspective from here in our environment. Can you tell how deep of which one? Y'all Texas on the scale? Actually very close. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The Sea of Tranquility. There's about Texas. The entire moon is about the United States. How far can the C11 see? It's not about how far. It's a massive light bucket. It's not that you're looking how far, but you're looking for objects that are bright enough for your telescope to pick up, or your optics to pick up. So you're looking for bright enough and large enough, right? And so it's not about how far, it's just how bright. The C11 is a massive, massive, massive light bucket, though. It captures a lot of light. Yeah, the moon's relatively small. It's relatively small. It's the 5th largest moon in the solar system. It's relatively small. But it's massive compared to the planet that it orbits. It is the largest moon when it comes to the largest moon to the body that it orbits. It's definitely there, but it's the 5th largest moon here in our solar system. Is there water in there? No. Keep hearing different facts. Yes. There's water found on the moon, especially near the South Pole. It's a little bit more abundant on the South Pole inside some of the deep impact craters. They get down to they get 420 degrees, never get sunlight, and we find ice water here. We find some moisture also inside some of the silica debris after blown outwards. There's a little bit of moisture in that as well. But there's not a lot. It's still a desert land. In a huge sense, you'd basically consider it to be a desert or whatever you want to go there with that terminology. It's relatively dry. The moon is about the size of the United States, just a little bit bigger. Our finest suspect, precious metals or metals. I don't know, of course there is. Precious metals and metals typically come from the cosmos itself. Of course there is. Let me check out the rest of it. What's a strange fact about the moon that not many people know? It's kind of like so it's like a comet. Our moon is similar to a comet. And when I say that, it has a sodium tail. It releases a sodium tail that follows behind it. A relatively long one too. When it passes us during a new moon, because the way comets even work is similar to our moon, the solar winds blow that outwards. The tail's always being blown in the opposite direction of the sun because of the solar winds blown outwards. So when we have a new moon, which means the moon's out in the day, really close to the moon, or sorry, really close to the sun in the sky, right? The sodium tail interacts with us; it goes through with us. And I think that's probably one of the most unknown or not well known to be there. Comets are mostly ice. That is true, but it acts like a comet with the sodium tail, just simply by that tail alone. So we interact with the sodium tail that comes off of the moon as it goes through its orbit, and we get into a new moon where the tail is going to be facing away from the sun, which means that it passes us. Solar winds are different speeds. They can go in different speeds. No, it's not light speed. They go in different speeds. One strange thing that I observed while watching the moon, people in my chat. I won't lie to you. People in my chat, I never see anything crazy. What's a large volume of water on the moon? There wasn't a large volume of water on the moon, but these solidified lava regions is your a crazy amount of salt, though. Yeah, absolutely. There's a crazy amount of salt when we talk about these regions. Yeah. Oh, that's from last night's live stream. Nice. Have an amazing night. Tell Miss I say goodnight, even though she hates me. She's just kind of cautious. Some of those questions come in kind of deep. He kind of came in a little bit deep. I'm sure there's no hatred. Cautious, I think, is a huge sense, or the correct term that you would use in that scenario. See the man on the moon? Yeah, you can see him really well right now. Laughed out loud. You zoom in on a star one night. Tonight we will. We can do that. Here after we're done with the moon, we'll go for it. Jupiter, why is the moon so softly Saturn? Tipster! Nice, dude. That is so funny. Do you give any credibility to the hollow moon conspiracy, not theory? Make sure we say it correctly. No, not at all. In fact, claiming the hollow moon is by using the scientific term of ringing like a bell without having any understanding. And there's plenty of evidence why it does this. Obviously, we can go down that path. We can talk about it. But it's truly a conspiracy. It's a hoax. It's not a hollow moon. In fact, we pull on it constantly. It wants to crush in constantly. Its cooling effect crushes it in. Moonquakes occur constantly, and we see that ringing like a bell. We don't hear it ring like a bell. When that statement came out, he was talking about the reverb. He was talking about the seismometer, and just imagine the waves. So similar, if you jump on the ground, you're not going to do much here. You jump on your trampoline, it's going to bounce you around a little bit. You're going to be reverbed. Here on the moon, we don't have a lot of moisture. So when the moonquakes occur, when they hit them with the boosters, when micrometeoroids hit the moon, meteors hit the moon, it bounces around like crazy inside there. There's not a lot of moisture. You don't have a lot of baffle, and so it causes that to occur. Moonquakes are they last like 2 hours, by the way. Like they're insanely long. Rotation cycle of the moon is about 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes. The moonlight, the reason waves, gravity. Only gravity. Tonight we're using the C11 telescope. So that's all shakes. The rock. When we talk about the moon, the rock is simply a rock. A lot of different things going on there, but we call it a rock. Hopefully I got all your questions up there. I hope I did, anyways. Temperature warmer in the moon shadow? It's not. Again, hoax. You know, you ever heard of like light temperature? You know what light temperature is, I assume, right? Yeah, I'm going to assume that you know light temperature. Like when you plug in a light, sometimes it's yellow. Plug in a light, sometimes it's blue. Get a hot light, blue. Cooler light, yellow. Talks about the temperature of the light itself. And of course, some silly person tried to change it up and thought it meant temperature of with a thermometer. Not how that works. Make sure I got the rest. Actually got a meteor impact on the moon. Yeah, Japanese astronomer back in like 2021. If you want to look up the video, Japanese astronomer capturing a meteor impact on the moon back in 2021. It was a verified one. There are many moons like this one, but this one is ours. So dang true. You all love it. So dang true. Different is some of that stuff. Water mountains, you know. You're seeing different isotopics here. You're seeing different minerals. So you got the lava regions, the really dark region. You got the highlands, and then you got the really bright areas. That's going to be the silica, or the material blown outwards during impacts. Over time, though, the solar winds will go through and fade them down. Sea of Tranquility. Yeah, let me get my drawing here. Interact. Sea of Tranquility right here. Sea of Tranquility, Apollo 11. Apollo 16, Apollo 17, Apollo 15, 12, 14 out here. Sea of Serenity, Sea of Showers, if you want to know. Bay of Rainbows, Bay of Roughness, Sea of Cold, Sea of Serenity, Sea of Fecundity right over here. Not Serenity, sorry, Crisis. And then we're going to be in the ocean over here. How many moons are tidally locked? How rare is it? It's not rare. It's common. Very common. I don't know the number off the top of my head. Let's take Pandora for one. It is really wild because of tidal forces from other moons. That's one of the wildest moons that we have in the solar system. Yeah, it's common. Like the end game for a moon is to be tidally locked. The end game would be tidally locked. And that's not just true about moons. That's true of anything that has tidal forces. The moon tries to slow us down, by the way. If it wasn't for the moon, we'd be spinning like a top. We'd be unstable and wobbly. The moon slows us down constantly, and it's slowing us down over time. Is the actual water there? No, it's lava. It's solidified lava. Ancient astronomers looked up and thought these were water beds. So like when you go out and look at the full moon, or even tonight if you go out and look at the moon, they're really dark. And ancient astronomers actually thought it was water on the moon. They called them the seas. Or if you say one mare, being in Latin, or Maria, if you want to get the plural side of it. You're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Best time to look at the moon in your Super MacBook. So, yeah, that's funny. What's the best time to look at the moon? Honestly, whenever. Just keep it away from the sun so you don't hurt yourself. Little breaking system out is fun as However, the moon was driven away from us. Is that true? That is true. It leaves us about 3.8 centimeters per year, or about 1.437 inches per year. That is expected. It also comes back to a lot of understanding. Now, it's not. I don't mean that all moons are like this. The moon Phobos by Mars is inbound. Eventually, it's going to get near the limits, the Rochet limits, and it's going to get shredded. And eventually, Mars will have a ring because of that. There's water and crater near the poles. Yeah, more abundant on the south pole than the north. You can see the Orion capsule with its telescope. Not when it gets out there. You'll be able to watch it until that point. It's way too small. Your angular resolution, though. So the term for that is angular resolution. An object at what distance, right? An object at what distance, how large it is at what distance, and then what size optics you need to be able to see that, essentially. When your eyes are open, in the best time. There you go. That is so true. Good morning, Rex. Good morning. Good morning. That's so dang true. I wish I would have grabbed water. It is hot in here. I won't lie to y'all. It is super hot in here. Super hot. My goodness. How's your heating? Because yeah, heater on. No heaters. I'm just the heater. And then the computers are the heaters. I bet it's pushing about 90 degrees in here easily. It's hot. We definitely hot. Go get water. I need to. You guys got this? You mods got this for a minute? I'm gonna do it. Y'all got this for a minute. Perfect. I'll be right back. Big rip or the big crunch? Honestly, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's tough. I'll be right back. Grab some more water. Here, y'all. Okay. So we can do this again. Well, thanks, John. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you. See if I can grab your guys' comments here. Questions, even. Take on the moon, man. Don't even matter, Kyle, man. At the end of the day, science gets done whether people believe in it or not. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Fought all over the U.S. That's actually a really good point. Not 3i Atlas, though. It never got near us, 3i Atlas itself. Most likely not from 3i Atlas. But a good point. Good point. Wish I had the answer for you, I don't. I hope I got the rest of it. Let's get Tilly on hitch. Yeah. Hey Kelly, how you doing tonight, brother? Lucky since their poles are shifting. The art poles always shift though. They've been on the shift for a long time, a lot longer than you thought. Back in the 90s, it was like above Canada. Now they're, I can't remember how far over. I'm pretty sure it's to the east of Greenland. They're on the move. Shifting's common. When you look back though, when you look back in time though, it doesn't appear to have like a mass extinction event or anything like that. That's a good sign. Hey, what up, Joe? How you doing, buddy? How's New Jersey? Yeah, roughly every, yeah. Yep, it does occur. The moon is moonless. And there's the father with him. Regolith. Regolith. Solar weather is not affected by any solar strong magnetic field. That's why we don't have H3 here. That's why it makes it very valuable. Is the moon? The moon has an abundance amount, but of course we can't have it here. It's a very slow process. Yeah. Eventually, it gets to a point, and then the magnetic field disappears, and then it comes back again. And then all of a sudden, you're upside down. So your compass would no longer work. If you're looking for north in that sense, your magnetic compass would just no longer work, right? And if you're really good, you got a magnetic compass, and you got a way to be able to convert the degrees based on that location of the magnetic field. Yeah. No colored rock, Earth has colored. We also have a lot more properties here. For example, the environment, our atmosphere, moisture. There it's a desert, a ton of solar radiations. Let me tell you something. If you had a lot of solar radiation, you wouldn't have much color either. The moon is moon, y'all. That's toucher. It is moon yet tonight. Got a beautiful moon tonight. Right, circling. Are they really circling the moon? So yeah, absolutely. They're going to go right by the moon and come back. Artemis 2. April 1st is the scheduled launch date. Last I've seen so far is a go for weather. Turn brown acceleration. Until you started to give it up. Can I have my music? Universe still out there. Where's the universe spinning? The beginning of the universe would be you. Everything. If we take the Big Bang, the beginning of the universe is you, where you're at. The expansion appears to still be true, whether it's expanding super fast or whatever. That can be debated. It does appear that it expands faster than it did yesterday. So today appears that we're expanding faster than we did yesterday, but that's up for debate now. There's some evidence that it kind of leans towards maybe not anymore, or the evidence that we've seen lacked evidence of additional evidence, right? So at some point it can continue to at least expand faster than it did the day before. Where it is now or not, that's a good question. Are you able to see them circling? They'll be way too small, Joe. Way too small for me. I won't even get to see them launch here from Kansas City. Notice we're going to be getting near the tree branches over here. You'll start to see kind of like a waving effect going on. Tree branching getting our way. So from here, we'll probably take off and look at a few stars. Maybe a couple globular clusters. Let's see how the night goes. Time and speed is relative to you. What's it expanding to space? Good question. You got to be outside the universe to be able to see what's going on out there, but we can never make it to the outside of the universe because it's even faster than light on its expansion. So that's pretty crazy. Hey, Tabitha, welcome in. Morning, Keith. How are you? Could be the next Fantastic Four members. With all the solar radiation, they'll be okay. We have an understanding how to protect stuff. Let me tell you, we actually have a mission that's getting ready to go to Venus. This is more of a challenge than any mission of sending a man around the moon. I'll catch from your house or an office or that kind of observatory in my backyard. Personal observatory. So I'm in the control room, and then right next to me is where the actual telescope is. Good morning, Mick Chop. How you doing, buddy? I'm great. How are you? Let's kind of move around real quick. The moon's now getting way out of our view. I want to go to the constellation Lyra. You guys want to watch the telescope here, moon? Make sure I got the right camera. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. There we go. We're going to swing around to the other side of the sky. A 3, a 2, and a 1. If you like the Star Vega, that's where we're going to go first. The Star Vega. Sky, what up? How's it going? That's funny. Got another sky. I like that. Had to fill the moon up without having it to be low. How do you make that work? It's tough. Lava tubes, so lava tubes. Guys, we're gonna have a lot of rain coming up this week. So luckily I'll be able to clean some equipment. Look at the dust on the telescope. I don't know if you guys seen that. It is so dusty here, and it's getting my sinuses constantly. Constantly. Alright, let's see. I can see a few stars. Let's see what we got. Let me grab a photo. Make sure we place all the here. Get Vega to come into the center. If I can get enough stars. See if there's enough. Nope, found only 2 stars at a time. More stars. We need more stars. There we go, there's a lot of stars. There we go, we'll pull right over first. Heard of Ingress? I have. I actually have. Alright, here's Vega. Vega's a baseline star. It's a really beautiful, interesting star. So let me speed the camera back up though. We'll kind of zoom in on it. Let's grab a field of view. You know what? Don't need to be crazy big. Zoom in like that. Okay. There's beautiful Vega, yo. How cool is that? Adam wanted to look at stars. And here we are now. Oh no, that's cool. Cascades don't appear to resolve around it now. Bigger. Too bum. Exit on Earth. Make sure we got it. Which constellation would appear to revolve around? So you're getting into part of the summer triangle. We have Vega and Tubon. The axis of the Earth. What point towards them? But the axis of Earth don't point towards those 3 stars. You kind of struck me on this one. The axis of Earth doesn't point towards those 3 stars. I'm not sure if you're trying to go for Hercules, maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyone else on Earth would have died long ago. Very relevant. Yep, tons relevant. Your nephews were a bit older. Oh yeah, could do a strong fascinating. Oh, gotcha. Have you ever debated a flat earther? I have not. I've actually had private conversations with them, which I tend not to dive into too much, because getting that understanding, I guess, given my information, my perspectives too, I think those work pretty well. What I have found is a flat earther is not usually a true flat earther. They're more of like a resistance in a huge sense. The act to be of another group or get acceptance of another group that don't fit in with many. That's why that's what it appears to be for the most part. No, Joe, thank you so much, buddy. Rex, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And backpatcher, as opposed to gravitational. Good question. You can see the size of Vega or a flare. Makes 2 sides unknown, very simple scope. So, like, if you want to try to find a flare from Vega, that'd be insane. If we had the other camera in, we would definitely be a lot more zoomed in, obviously. Let's see if we can move it up a little bit. That's a beautiful start, though, by the way. It's always, I'm kind of always lost between which one I like the most. Vega, our baseline star, that measurement of how bright things are in the sky. So when we're measuring stuff in the sky, This is the star that used the baseline. It's 0. If you're brighter, then you're in the negative number. If you're dimmer, you go up. So when you buy a telescope and if it says maximum magnitude of 8, for example, you use this is 0, and then 8 would be the steps up from there when it comes to brightness. So I like this star, obviously. It's a double star. But I'm really torn between Fomalhaut. Fomalhaut's probably my favorite star by far when it comes to observation. I don't care to look at stars with the telescope because, as you can see here, looking at a star is relatively boring. There's not much when you're looking at a star. We can go look at another object real quick where there is some stars, closer to 500,000 stars, in a small area. And then you'd be like, okay, yeah, that's crazy. Standard candle, yeah. But we're looking at Vega. Show diameter. Now you get to do a lot of other stuff. It's not about the telescope itself. If you know the measurement of one thing and you go to another thing, if you can get the distance, then you can work on the measurement though. But right now we're looking at the beautiful star Vega. If you ever watched the movie Contact, subject rabbit thing. I found the rabbit word, the swooping eagle. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, I didn't even know that one. You taught me something about bits. Yeah, you taught me something. It just twinkles from the atmosphere. So that twinkle effect that you see, I'll show you that twinkle effect, by the way. We kind of get a little bit more light. That diffraction. The clouds are going to make it kind of tough, I'm sure, but let's see if we can get the diffraction spikes coming a little bit more. How the light interacts with every element in our atmosphere. And you'll notice it has like a diffraction spike to it, so if I can get it running fast enough though. Can you guys kind of see it? The diffraction coming up. Oh, Rex, thanks again, buddy. I appreciate that. Also, for Earth to have rings. If there wasn't enough ring, yeah, we did. We used to have a ring when they impacted us before the formation of the moon. We would have a ring. Hey, good night, Brian. Have an amazing night. Have a wonderful night. Can you see eclipse and galaxies? I'm going to take it as you're taking the word eclipse as just one that's transited in front of, and yeah, you can definitely see that. Eclipsing, for me, I would assume that you're speaking of watching it in motion to eclipse. Right? That'd be a little different term though. Say it like I'm saying, say it Vega, V-E-G-A. Vega. Vega. Shega, Vega. Maybe my mic's too far from me. Tell me this a little better. Maybe my microphone's just way too far off from me. Plus I'm talking kind of calm right now, seems like. I don't even know why. I don't even need to be talking calm. Shout it out, I guess, huh? Oh, you mean elliptical galaxies? Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. For some reason I seen... Oh my goodness. Okay, I see it now. See, I thought you said eclipsing galaxies. Dude, it's like 90 degrees in here right now. My brain is gone. It is gone. Gone. Yo, Joe, thank you so much for the coin, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We can see elliptical galaxies. Heard of Street Fighter Vega? Oh, I don't know. It's been forever since I played Street Fighter. As I don't wait, thinking like me, dangerous. Dude, my brain is gone right now with the heat. I gotta get more water. Have a good night, Brian. Vega's about 25 light years away from us, which means the light we're seeing right now left Vega about 25 light years away, or 25 years ago. But the light that's inside Vega to get outside took it forever. Like literally forever. The energy, as it was being fused near its core, to the point that the energy got to the end of it, or got outside of the star Vega. That took a much longer time than what it took for it to even travel here. Oh, Google agreed. Nice. Brand music. This is called Oceans Tapping. The name is called Oceans Tapping. I think it's PC3, if I remember right. Ocean Tapping PC3. Oh, my brain's definitely cooked tonight, bro. Traveling light years to get some. Oh, dude, to get somewhere. All right, let me try to imagine it. would be torn up. It wouldn't be anything. I don't want to imagine this. What are you doing? Imagine getting near a black hole and getting spaghettified. What are you trying to tell me to do? Do I had to do it, man? Had to do it, brother. Carol, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining as a member. Make sure y'all jump in my Discord as well, by the way. It does rapidly, rotate rapidly. It kind of has like a stretch and a release to it. It's actually a very beautiful start. No, 90s here. It's only 67 outside, but I don't have the air conditioner on in here. There's 3 computers, 5 monitors. And I'm enclosed inside the streaming room, control room. It was built to be to basically keep mosquitoes out and have a comfortable environment. I do have an air conditioner heater. I don't know. Kind of enjoying the heat. Kind of enjoying it a little bit. So tired of the winter. Oh, give me 2 seconds, y'all. 2 seconds. Here we go. We got my earbuds. My earbuds. Two seconds, y'all. Yeah, he would tell me to drink amber water. Right now we're looking at the beautiful star Vega off in the constellation Lyra. Yeah, I agree. Vega named after Vegas dancers. No, I'm a Vegas dancer. What are you talking about, dude? I'm a Vegas dancer, what is it? Vegas dancer, belly dancer. I don't even know how you'd say that. Vegas belly dancer. Yo, Joe, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. To observe the sky. Oh. Singular City in Washington State. That's horrible, dude. You gotta get out. Gotta get out. I hear you, though. Weather's crazy in New York this week. I bet it is, dude. How hot is it getting to be now? I'm sure you guys really warmed up. I'm sure y'all warmed up. Wow, 80 degrees today. It's roughly about what it hit here right now. Oh, thanks, David. Thanks, brother. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Today was the best day of the year. Yo, 74 degrees. I could do that. Where did this come from? I've never seen that before. What the heck was that? never seen that come up in my screen before. That's so funny. Yo, Joe, thank you so much. I appreciate it, bud. Waiting for my coffee to be done. Oh, in an hour. Looking at the moon. We're looking at here the Star Vega right now. Currently looking at the Star Vega. The Vega Star. The Star Vega. Alright, you guys want to do something else here? I'll get you. I would give you the Ring Nebula, but I think we have too much clouds. Not sure. We can try it though, just to see. Let's go over there. Swing over real quick. See if we can find it. Grab some more light. Oh, it's actually really close. Like super close. Need to put on a tracking here. We move it over to the center of the screen. If it ain't raining, it's cloudy. Yeah. If it ain't cloudy, the sky is still polluted by the greater Seattle area. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. Alright, we're getting there. Hold it up here. We need to go up a little bit. Okay, here it comes. There's going to be a planetary nebula, the Ring Nebula, about 2,500 light years away over the constellation Lunar. See if we can capture it. We'll let the telescope calm down. With the amount of wind, though, we're not gonna push it like crazy, but hopefully we get a good view. We'll try like 8 seconds. 8-second photos here. Pull this out. Make sure we don't get flashbanged. Hopefully, I hope we don't. Right. Yeah. Let's see if we even have enough light. That was not a lot of light. Oh, I know why. Very good. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. That was definitely a lot of light. Alright, 2 seconds. We're getting in there. Then we do a color calibration if it'll let me. It won't. You can see the orange line. It said nope. So we'll do it this way. Hold in. Here. We'll zoom in the histogram stretcher. Pull back some of the noise. We'll start to see the Ring Nebula. Yeah, planetary nebula. Andromeda doing tonight, it's not even high enough yet. Not quite there. Not quite there. Not quite there. They're quite good. I mean, like, pollution side. Oh. Big, yeah, bigger warriors apparently in a few hours. There you go, man. Come on. Not soon. Sly. Must be. Alright, let's quit stacking it real quick. Go look at some other beautiful things. There's a good photo actually too. It's just really cool. Someone always asks about Andromeda. Usually it's me. Yeah, it's all good though. Andromeda's cool. You wouldn't want to do it with this telescope. We would look at, with this field of view especially, we're going to look into its halo, the core. It's just going to be nothing but brightness. You wouldn't see nothing. You got to use other setups for it. Andromeda only visible by galaxy eye. As far as I know, yeah. As far as I can remember. Right around how far did you? Nope, not supernova, not a nova. It's a star that came to the end of its life and just lost the balance between that gravity and atmosphere. And instead of going like crazy, it just releases the atmosphere out. It's a relatively slow but yet rapid process. This will last about 25,000 years, I think, so it'll be all dissipated at the point, blown outwards. But it's going to feed rich materials to new star systems, which means more rapid growth. This is pretty crazy to think about that. Correct. Solar mass index. What our star would do. Our sun. That's what we'll look like in one. And then if you can, it's hard to see it right now where I pointed out, but right in the center of it is the white dwarf. You'll have the white dwarf star. That's the core left behind. And eventually it's going to be depleted with all that energy is still sitting out. And then you'll have the black dwarf. Hey, astronomy guy, how are you doing? Alright, you guys ready to try something else here? Let's go look at TCRB. You guys want to see the blaze star? See if we can find the blaze star. I want to zoom all the way out too. Send us off to the blaze star. The blaze star. So we just kind of talked about a white dwarf. The blaze star is a region where you got a red giant and a white dwarf star. I'll get us going real quick. Sorry. Okay, run. But the red giant kind of feeds into the white dwarf, and you get a flash effect. Because you start throwing a bunch of elements into this high radiation going out, then you just. So eventually, we're going to see this. Hopefully, here soon. It'll be really wild. But then we'll get what's called a nova. It's a reoccurring nova. It happens about every 80 years, roughly. Back up just a bit here. There it is, right up there. Right there, the blaze star. When this happens, we would know. When it does occur, it'll look like a new star actually formed right above us. Okay. Like Chevy Nova, yeah, there you go. Yep. Chevy Nova. There's the blaze star tonight. From the blaze star, we can move over just a bit here. See if I can get us moved over. Ah, here we go. To M13. Arguably, probably the most beautiful globular cluster that we have around. We'll get ourselves settled here for a minute. See if we can plate solve it too. So, like, we'll have to plate solve this one. Let it fold into the center for us. So, got it. All three alpha theory. I can't, not from the northern hemisphere. Also. Feed the bottom screen telescope. The telescope we're using right now. Telescope. The telescope. I can throw it out to you. Get tired looking at it there. Alright, let me clear our locations real quick. Sometimes you sync way too much and the telescope gets a little off. What it does. We'll tell it to go back to M13. I'm going to speed up the camera for a minute. And then we'll get a good capture. Should be good. Let it settle. Get the stars to chillax for a minute here. See if we can place solve it. And then we should get M13 together. Can you guys see it? Crazy cool. I need to fix my view or something. This is so far down there. Or if I should just flip it though. maybe? Let me try it that way. Makes more sense to me, anyways. I don't know why. There we go. How about that? Can you guys see it now? Let me see if I can do this properly. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Let's do it this way. Here's a globular cluster. Open the constellation Hercules. First time watching. Oh, I appreciate it, Pacific. Thank you. Welcome. Flip the M's, yeah. Oh my goodness. If invert colors, see more stars. You would make it out easier, yeah, because of your contrast. It makes it a lot easier to see it. Eliada, how you doing? Good morning. You scope Milky Way? You are scoping the Milky Way. You're trying the Milky Way. Literally in the Milky Way. Plus some of that brightness. And here we go, y'all. Check that out. How crazy cool is that? We're around 500,000 stars in there. It's a guy in my head. That's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, no way. You freaked out. That's funny. Mystical it is. It kind of is. You can see that. I think it's pretty cool. Kind of looks like a spider. Yo. That's interesting. Can you scope clouds in Milky Way? Not with a telescope. You wouldn't want to. But you can take that back. If you're looking at a nebula, then you're scoping clouds in the Milky Way. But if you're talking about the Milky Way band, the arm, the dust thing, then you want wide field view. Kind of looks like a bunch of dots. It does. And you see 2261 is Bolton. I'd have to look up the data. I don't know off the top of my head. No, that's, thank you, Carol. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining as a member. I do appreciate that. Yeah, looks like salt on paper, don't it? Like salt on paper. Zoom is this? No, this ain't much zoom at all. We're pushing probably 100 or so. Not that much. 150 maybe. Hi, Christopher. What's up, brother? You here to flirt? Oh my goodness, dude. You always send out a message that way. Connect those dots, that's right. So funny. For paper, let's stick with that along. Yeah, you had some better idea. Ooh. Joe, thanks, brother. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that, man. Glad to have you as a member here. Thanks for the love and support. Thank you for the love and support of what we do. Tico, welcome back, bud. Yeah, you better watch out. Christopher's here. He's too flirty. He's too flirty. So if anybody wants someone to flirt with them, talk to Christopher. Oh, the very veil nebula. Hubble. Kind of remember the picture now in my mind. Yeah, gotcha. Dude, I could never set you up on a date, Christopher. No one ever takes the bait. Only one it ever does is Jason. I don't think you want that date. It's so funny. Joking with him. I feel like something is watching you, backing you. You do. I mean, me personally, no, in that sense. But could they be looking out at our star system? Could they be looking back at our galaxy? Probably. I would take that. Right now we're looking at M13, the Hercules. M13. Hi, Bronx. Welcome in, bud. I don't ask for much, just some smiles, your time, and great life. Hopefully Christopher cooks. You have returned. Welcome back. The cluster, a globular cluster. Oh, you heard that the star from the nebula is pulsing. So it's interesting. So like when you think about it's not uncommon, but you think about the Crab Nebula, it actually has a pulsar in it. It actually, you can make it out with the Crab Nebula. It's going to be one of the easiest ones that you can actually look at. Right now we're looking at a globular cluster. Globular cluster. It's inside Hercules. Somewhere around 500,000 stars though, but M13. M13. You seen a rainbow today? No way. No way. Do you guys get a lot of rain up there or no? That's crazy cool though. No way. Super old asset. Yeah. Few better near stars. Oh, there's gonna be. Yeah, definitely. We have a lot going on here. So much going on over here. Let me pass it out. Hawaii's underwater right now. Here. What do you mean? Like just a ton of rain. It looked like to have the mix. Oh man, near your planet. Like if we had this near our planet. Insane. I couldn't put my mind there. Insaneness. Hey, what up, Tigilla? You're a big pizza guy, right? Not anymore. Dude, about, I don't know, it's now almost 4 weeks. It's been a month since I had pizza. I cut all carbs, cut all sugar. So I'm coming to like, this is the end of the week for that. From cutting the carbs and sugar and just going straight water. So my energy is kind of a little different, obviously. I'm not crashing hard anymore, which is nice for when we drink sweet tea and I crash sometimes, right? Which is really nice in that own sense. Actually, really nice. It's like we have now times 100. Oh man, dude, for some satellites if you are, we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Extreme flooding in Hawaii, really? Wow. One of 100 nebulae clusters. Yeah, so many of them. So many of them. And by the way, thank you mostly guessing. Thanks for the facts. Appreciate that. Right on. Some other life, they're looking at our gassing. Probably, maybe. Get a look at the moon. It's already out of my view now. It's all fog. Let me see if I can show you. Wait, let me turn off the light in the observatory. Otherwise, it'll just blow that camera up. Let me pull it up, actually. I think it's off. Let me pull it up. Yeah, turn it off. There we go. Look at the clouds coming. You guys see the clouds on the left side? We got clouds. We got clouds. We ain't got cows, so if you like twisters, by the way. That's where they kind of made me chuckle how I said it. This is a globular cluster. We're looking at a globular cluster over in the constellation Hercules. A massive star is a good way to say it. A massive stars. Massive stars. Totally different, really. I was going to do the keto tortillas. This is my goal. I was going to do the keto tortilla pizza because it looks so dang good, dude. Like, I'm so tired of eating eggs. I'm so tired of eating steak. Tired of eating chicken and tuna. I'm already tired of it, man. So exhausting. Near Kansas City. This one's in Kansas City where we're at. Visible light, most definition of options. What do you mean? Like how much different types of visible light we have, or like as far as like the color spectrum? Yeah, reword that, please. I'm sorry. I think that was the same one. Yeah, another cow. Dude, I need to watch that again. It's been forever since I've seen it. Ever read Fuzzier Image? For Fuzzier Image. Infrared would be a lot of fun to take it. It would be fun to take an image of, I guess, infrared this way, but you cut down a lot of what you're trying to see. Hercules. Right now we're looking at into Hercules. Love Helena, yeah. I like Bill Paxton, man. Really fun. I remember when Bill Paxton passed away, and then on the Spotter Network, they everybody got in position with their sensors, so it said Bill on the map. I thought that was so awesome. I thought that was actually really beautiful. I thought it was amazing. You hit the map here real quick. Let's see. Yo, the time is flying already, y'all. Crazy. Let's see if there's an object over here. Trying to make sure we stay away from those clouds too. Oh, there you go. Mostly guessing, man. You're on it. This is awesome. I'll have to remember your name though. Yeah. They did the bill. Yeah, that was so awesome. Okay. Especially an X-ray observatory. Yeah. That's yours. It's X-ray and there's something else too. What else was it? This picture is X-ray and something else. I can't remember what else it was. How was that? He was in Tasmania. Oh my goodness, Haley. He's a gum, maybe. It might be. Is it gum? Not sure. Jace is not really much of anywhere, but weirdness. he's in a state of denial. That's where he's located. Oh, that's a cartoon character. What? Yeah, the moon's on my side. You can see the trees at the bottom of that camera. And that tree line blocks our view. So all around the observatory. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can pull up our website real quick. If anybody ever wants to go to the website and check it out, by the way. Let me kind of pull it in here real quick. Okay, there we go. Let me pull it over. So here's those clouds that we see on the bottom. You can see where the telescope is. The telescope's that orange label there. It says telescope. Gonna come back and you can see where those clouds are. If I back all the way up here, though, you can see the tree line. We have a tree line that goes all the way around the observatory here. See the moonlight reflecting off the trees, of course. If you ever want to check that out, on our website, of course, Sky's Live website, skyslive.com. You can do all kinds of stuff, so you can go and download some of the photographs that we processed. Nothing has watermarks or anything. You can just download them, which is pretty cool. Trifid Nebula, which actually is in our view now. It's actually really beautiful. The Eagle Nebula, which is in our view currently now. Yeah, if you ever want to grab that, even stuff like where we do Saturn. Find all kinds of cool images. I need to add more. I'm horrible at adding Andromeda. Couple of double, even Sun. I'm horrible at adding images though. Absolutely horrible. There's the Ring Nebula, the one that we just looked at. Didn't want to see it again. Nope. It's not throughout the sun. Yeah. If you want to check that out, go over that. Cool talk. I appreciate it, but yeah, absolutely. It's close. M31 is Andromeda. Yeah, M31's pretty far out there. I'll just stay so still. Good question. Let me do this for you. Let me turn on the other camera. Let's do this camera. Let me turn on the light in the observatory area. Put the light up. There we go. You see the white part here. That white part, the white part's the mount. It's electronic. It has two motors. They're stepper motors. And what it does is it will go to your target for you, of course. And then it'll track it across the sky. Typically in right ascension, that's how you track the sky, right? So it's tilted to point to your north. And then it can just track things across the sky. So when you look at stuff, see how it does a right ascension to the sky for the most part. You get differences in them. So you got declination, which is up and down. But that right ascension is what tracks it. And by knowing the speed of different things, and different things have different speeds. So it gives it a different rate for tracking. But by knowing that speed, then you get that beautiful tracking. And if you have it permanently mounted like what we do, it makes it so much easier. If you take it outside every night, then you got to do a lot of work. Polar alignment. It becomes a lot of work. You can do 3-star alignment after that. But it's beautiful the way it works. It's a very beautiful cluster. It really is. Honestly, it's a very beautiful cluster. I was going to bring us something else. don't remember what I was going to do. My mind kind of went out. I would love to do this. Let me see if I can do it for y'all. This is so often people ask for this. Let me do it right next to here. Here and telescope and salute. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. Now blanket and watch fall stars. Oh, I love it. Love it. We do stream meteor showers here as well. We'll be coming up in April. We got one coming up in April. I know, we know a lot about our planet. We got a good understanding of the moon. We know a lot about our planet, though. Alright, we're getting close to where we want to be. Let's see if we can keep getting it to rotate. See how it's rotating? If you guys can guess what we're looking at, we're looking due north at this point. That's why we're just on a top flow in space. So true. We're so awesome. Us as humans are amazing. We're so awesome. Yeah, it's such a smooth now. Beautiful now. See if we can get our location here. I'm gonna let it continue to get everything. I'm gonna get that out of our way. Let that next photo come through. There we go. I'm gonna do a quick plate solve. We're just gonna plate solve it only. Pyramid, thank you. I appreciate it. Now, clouds. A lot of clouds coming through. Okay, let's see if we can do what we want to do. I'm gonna do a sky annotation here. See if we can move us over just a minute. Center view. Let's see if this works. Hope I don't take us too far away here. Let me look at it. No, it is going to take us even far. Here's why you don't do a good job with Polaris, by the way. If you guys want to know about the North Star, how tough it is to get North Star. Oh my goodness. Now it's going to try to swap to the other side. If I do it again, it's going to try to swap to the other side. We're just going to force it to move. And I'll try to get the North Star to come in. Polaris. Oh my goodness. Looks like it should have it here if it does. Let's see what it does. See if it's true when it comes up. Can't predict the big clock. Won't buy me or not. What's that? That is so funny. Let it settle for a minute, the telescope here. Can't predict the clock will bite me or not. Barely visible naked. Yeah, but you can see it. That's great. Binoculars. Ooh. Really gorgeous. Yeah, here it goes. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do a plate solve. Actually, you know what I want to do? Do one more. See how far off it is. We're just like right there, constantly. Let's see if we can force it here. Let's see if we can do a good job. We'll see. Let me bring it back a little bit here. Speed up the camera. A little bit of light. Let's see if I can move this a little bit. Here, to the right way, hopefully. It's going to turn in. This is so tough to do, to try to get flares, by the way. Super tough to do. Man, I need to be on the other side of this guy, though. Let's go back to the other side of this guy. Let's do it this way. Actually, I have an idea. Let me go to a star nearby, plate solve that star, because then it won't flip. That's what we'll do. We'll try that. We'll put it on the other side, take a picture, and get in the lunar eclipse this year. I had back in March, so I had a lot of clouds. March 4th, right? I had a lot of clouds. Clouds came in. I want this set up and how you're observing. Sure, absolutely. Right now we're using the C11. 11-inch McCaskill telescope. The white part that you see on the bottom, that's your EQ6R Pro mount. And the mount is electronically controlled from one of our computers. And on the back, there's a camera, like a dedicated camera, essentially like this here. A dedicated camera, USB input, high sensitivity. And that camera is what feeds us the view that we have. And then there's also a focuser. So you'll see two cables on the telescope. One goes to the camera, one goes to the automatic focuser. It's a really big, it's a fairly big telescope there. This is the 8-inch. So this is the 8SE. You can a big telescope already. And it's essentially the same design. It does kind of the same thing, obviously. But that one's the C11. This one's the C, or the S, we say C4, the 4SE, the way you would say it. And the 4-inch looks like a baby to the 8SE. The 8SE looks like a baby to that C11. It's massive in comparison. It's huge. It just basically gets fed into the computers here. One computer actually runs the telescope. So it has basically a map on it. I look at the map, I tell it what I want to go to, send it. And then it also has guiding. So if we have a guide camera up on there, a second camera with another scope, it'll track objects and give itself corrections. That's pretty much what that one does. And on top of that, it also does the all-sky camera. It handles the all-sky camera that's on the website. And then it all comes, the camera comes into this computer, which is where we essentially are able to push that stream out the image. And we see through the camera, similar to a naked eye. Yeah. In fact, if you look into the naked eye on the camera, or a telescope, it's so much better than what I can pick up with the camera. Like if you, on the telescope, like if you put an eyepiece into the telescope, mind blowing. Like it's so much better. Like ridiculously, so much better. I want to show you guys something real quick. This is interesting right here. I have a little bit of wind to mess with. Let's see if I can get another view. Too far away. Oh, there we go. Look at these two stars. See the colors? Cosmos never ceases to amaze you. Look at two different stars, two different colors, two completely different things going on. I think that's awesome. Disappeared out of nowhere. Can you explain that? Was it kind of moving on you or not? God never sleeps. Yeah, man. You would think so. Alright, now that we're here, though, we played solved ourselves. We played solved ourselves where you should be in a good position. Let's see if I can move this over now. If we go the right way. Hopefully we can hit it. See if I can find the rotation. It's going to be a trick. Come on. Get up there. Golly. So I'm manually moving the telescope right now. If we get a little closer. Just went right past. So hard to do flares, by the way. We'll let it settle for a minute. This is why it's so hard to do flares. Because of this position and how that telescope works. It struggles how to rank this point. Same when you're looking towards the south, because of how it works on its pier side, and then its tilt. So tough to do. Know how to always find those two stars. The map. I can use the map. Those were faint stars, by the way. Like these are really faint stars. You can see them again right here. All right, let me do a plate solve real quick. Not enough stars, so we need a little bit more light. Let's grab more light. Does any light hurt imaging or not? Yeah, it does. It makes it tougher. Honestly, it makes it a little bit tougher. It's still doable though. So even though tougher, it's still doable. Definitely doable. Do you do this in Arizona? I do not. Oh, I don't want that. What am I doing? How far off are we? Man, so tough. I still can't get it. We are, golly. Yeah. I want to quit trying for it. That's how tough it is to try to get the North Star. Oh my goodness. It's a fight. It is a fight. Much like astronomy. Yeah. Seems about right. Different colors, the different types of stars. One was a red giant, the other one's a blue. One has a longer life, the other one doesn't. One's a lot more energetic. Your blue stars are very energetic. They got short lives too when compared to other stars out there. Do that again. Do what again? Sorry. Do what again? Ladies is down. Yeah, it's not a boat horizon. Potato is a backup plan. Yeah. Want to keep that. What do you want to keep? Oh, the 2 stars again. They're right here in our view. You'll notice the blue has a double star there, by the way. See if I can bring it over. We'll bring out some of that light so it's not as crazy bright. Yeah, you guys can see the colors. There you go. Uh-oh, the location. Is that what you're saying? The annotation like that. Like that or no? It must have some. Here you do. Yeah, it's right here, buddy. It's right here next to it. Okay, guys. What will it look like, or what's the question about? I'm sorry. Just have some. Yeah, it's right here, buddy. So this is the control room for the observatory. The door for it's like right there. Just go through that door. It's literally right here by me, though. This tower must be young. Younger stars. It don't. I'm not saying it's young in its own age, but they don't last very long. They're very energetic. You want the coordinates? Oh, okay. My bad. I'll give you the coordinate. I'll actually grab you the coordinate. Let's see if I can grab which one it was, too. They don't even show up on my map. I'm looking roughly out at 1 hour 49 minutes and then 89. What's the value? Are you able to see Saturn? It's not above the red yet. Hey, what up, Nemo? How you doing? Welcome in. Well, oh, what will video guys look like when it goes supernova from Earth? I got you. Crazy, bright, seen by the day. Yeah, it gives like that supernova too, right? The type 2 supernova. If it turns into a black hole, which is a possibility, it could have mass, like somewhere around that 26, 28 amount of solar mass. Then it could turn into a black hole, but most likely it don't. I think a lot of the range have it around 22, if I remember right, on it. And if that is the case, then yeah, it will be crazy beautiful. It will be a very bright and seen in the day. Years of our galaxy. It's all in there. Virginia. I'm right to Riddle. One thing you see is Orion's belt. Dude, I like Orion's belt. Beautiful target. Really beautiful target. Let me back up here just a minute. See if we move. I don't know where the clouds are now. Look at the all sky. See if we're biting anything. It's decent. Yo, Carol, thank you. Taurus, that's it, that's right. Taurus, yeah. Let me pull up the exact date for you. North American Meteor Society, by the way. That's a website I typically use. Get it for you. turds. So southern turds are in September and November. Northern turds would be October and December. Now the next one up obviously is the Lyrids. Lyrids are the next one. This comes up in April. It's between April 14th and April 30th. Yeah, April 14th and April 30th. They peak on the night of 21st to the 22nd, and we'll have a 27% full moon, and roughly about 18 per hour. And they're slow, by the way. These are really beautiful. When you talk about the Lyrids, the 30 miles per second, which is relatively slow, and they're gorgeous when they go through the sky. Actually, really good. Bring only what size? No, different things. No, so like everything going on the inside, it's different type of stars. Like large stars are going to be mostly you're very high energetic, so you're getting towards like the blue cycle, which means it's fusing so rapidly near its core. Yeah, thank you, Carol. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the love and support. All right, thanks, Raider. Have a good night, bud. Have a good night. Hopefully, you guys keep having clear skies out there in California. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Color makes sense too. Craziness like our star's a dwarf yellow star. Not a yellow star at all. It peaks like on the green spectrum when you look at the peak, but it's white light. It's white light, but it peaks a little bit on that green spectrum. Align with the earthquake there. Left. No. I couldn't even tell you the rotation right now because the camera's probably rotated quite a bit, and then when we turn the telescope, that rotates just a little bit more. Different rotation. Vacation in West Virginia. Oh, no way. Watch Elena's, and it tells you about love. That's so cool, son. I love it. It's amazing. Way past your bedtime. It's only 5:03 for me in the morning, roughly. Still Astro night. We'll take it. Yeah. Let's see if I can swing over here real quick. I'm trying to find something. Let me click it. Wish we had decent comments above us right now. Let's see if we can. I don't know. It's going to be a test here. A test of craziness, patience, our ability to maintain some kind of focus, I guess. If I can click it. Alright, let's try it. We cross down we go. It just fly across. With Southern Oregon. Oh, okay, clear night. You can see so much in the sky. I love that. It's amazing. Into the orbit, yes. Do any constellations have shape from parallax? Yeah, I mean everything's on the move, right? So essentially, just by that in its own sense, everything is on the move. Vega used to be the North Star. It'll become the North Star again. But everything's on the move in the cosmos. Everything is on the move in the cosmos. Now we're getting there. Let's get us a little bit closer. Drop that down. Let's kind of settle in. Let's see if we can do this. It's gonna be crazy. See if we can get a comment this morning. Because if we ain't get a comment this morning, I'm not sure what we're doing. Do it plates off. Yeah, absolutely can. Definitely can. Oh, no, wait, you're in South Korea. No, wait, welcome. Group on the East Coast. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can find it. We're going to take a lot of light. Hopefully there's not much clouds over here. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to do like an 8-second photo first. Make sure we don't get blown out when this happens. And then we'll try to stack it as well. I don't know if we'll be able to stack it well, but we'll try. Make sure. Ooh, the moonlight's getting us probably. Great. Let's see if we can find it. Definitely nothing right there, so that means it's solved. Wrong tool. Wrong tool. There's nothing there. Oh. Our words similar to. I'm not seeing one here. Not like liquid. I'm not seeing common very fast. This could be the clouds too. The clouds could be kicking our butt, making it a lot harder to see out there. It says it's somewhere within this region here. Could be one of these. It's hard to tell. I'm really not making anything out that says, hey, here I am. Show your face. Maybe you can show my full face. Maybe I should chat over. I'll be able on pyramids. Yeah, absolutely. We definitely are. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything there. See if we can see anything there. Like, my guess is this. I just can't say for sure. Honestly, can't say for sure. Was it worth a try? Come over here real quick. Let's slew over just a bit. Let it settle for this is the question mark nebula here. If I can get it properly. If we can. Back a little bit. There you go. Got to turn the camera back around here in a minute. It's messing me up. Let's go down one. That's it, like, yeah. Yeah, essentially. Ah, Tacoma watching. Nice. You guys are funny. Okay. We'll try to stack it. We'll see what happens. See if we can plot details. The thin clouds are going to make it really hard to do it, though. Really hard to do. See if we get some of it. Not to mention, we also have the moon super bright. We'll see if we can get decent detail, though, from it. Oh, I gotta turn this around. This is messing me up lately. Like, completely messing me up. How's our view messed up now? Let's see. Here's the full view. Can I fix that? Probably pull this out like that. Pull it up like that. Pull it out like that. Pull it up like this. I don't know. Is that high enough or not? Can you guys see it better? Yeah, talking internationally. Most colorful nebula, right? In my opinion, I think it's so beautiful. The Great Orion Nebula by far. I'm gonna try to color calibrate. Let's see what it'll do. I don't know if it will. Oh, it did. Nice. It actually decided to do something I wanted to do today. Want some of the brightness. It'll make it a little bit easier to make out what we're seeing. Is it high enough? No. Yeah, you can see it. That's cool, ain't it? Pretty cool. It's kind of beautiful. That green's going crazy. Whenever we have clouds, like really thin clouds, the way these cameras work, you got your barrier pattern. And in that barrier pattern, you have the RGB. So you got red, green, and blue. The green part, or red, blue, green, if you want to go that way, they could all have a different pattern. This is going to be red, blue, green on this one. So that means that the green is double compared to the red and blue. So green peaks really fast. You always get more green than you get that red and blue in this case. And so when you have clouds, that green really speaks out. Really comes out like crazy. Looking at where I was at 3 a.m. So much better. I think so too. I think it looks a lot better. I think it's starting to look a little better. The winds are kicking our butt, obviously. Now let me look at the weather real quick. Tonight, get the idea for tonight. Tonight, no stream. Tomorrow night, most likely no stream. We got 2 nights here. We're gonna have nothing but clouds, rain come through. If you guys want to jump on our Discord, obviously that's a really good way to know, like when we're going to stream, have that conversation when we're not even there. We can throw the Discord in here in just a minute. The Discord link. If you want to jump in Discord with us, feel free to do so. Watching you when went to sleep, go to bed. Ah, dude, yeah. Man, always at it, huh? Always at it. Carcadian rhythm is always back there. I got you. Got you. Brother, I was watching you when I went to sleep. Go to bed. Harrison, I'm going to get yelled at here in a minute. I'm waiting for someone to yell at me to go to bed. Yeah, it's going to come up soon. Red is ionized hydrogen. Green oxygen can be ionized oxygen as well. Usually reflects near hot stars. Yeah, when you're talking about like the reflectivity with the gases that get kind of pushed out there, you can really make them out. There's a few nearby. I'm trying to think of one that's really bright though. Can't think of one that's super bright. In Orion, when you look like in Orion, the Horsehead Nebula is a beautiful one there for sure. I don't know I couldn't tell you what the bird sound is. It's just called Ocean's Tapping. Ocean's Tapping. Go to bed, Roman. I said, Val, you're still awake too? No way. I'm surprised you're still here. Yeah, I'm waiting to be yelled at, but so far I haven't been yelled at this old to go to bed. I'm good. It's only 5 o'clock in the morning. We're good. We good. Cascade start in North Cal. They already started. Oh, you're talking about the Cascade Mountain. I don't know. Take that back. That's how you know I need to go to bed. Oh, you been here? Okay, I got you. A little less talkative tonight. You ready for Fireball Seville? Fireball season coming up? And the moon's gone. Where did he go? I stole the moon. It was Groove's order. It's already set though. It's already set. Ah, thank you, Stevie. Thank you so much. Definitely. I am too. I'm definitely getting excited for doing I don't know if I told you, Sadell, but when we do the meteor showers this month, or not, sorry, next month, not only will we be watching them, but we'll be hearing them audibly through the radio frequencies with some of the radio astronomy stuff that we have now. So we'll actually hear them as they go through. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Don't go to bed, I'm still drinking coffee. Okay. I got you. Hi, Tachi. Welcome. Schedule for when I go live, it depends on the clouds, depends on the weather, depends on the night, depends on the target. It can change up quite a bit. For example, Jupiter comes out really fast right in the evening, right? And the moon's coming out now. The moon's a little bit lower in the atmosphere, or the horizon, I should say. So we have a lot of atmosphere, plus trees blocking us. Jupiter's up here. I want to go to Jupiter. Venus I have a little bit of time with. But by doing that, we got to change all the equipment, because if you do those two objects, and then you want the moon, if we go to those two objects first, and then the moon is going to be super zoomed in. Right now we're coming up on the full moon, and so we want that wide field of view. So different equipment. Sometimes we'll change out telescopes, whatever, if we got a little bit of time in between to do all that. But time can change a little bit based on what the targets are, what time they're above us. Hopefully I kind of answered something. Oh, it's so exciting, Isabel. I'm super excited for it. Super excited for it. AI entering space depends, I guess. I guess it depends on where you're going with it. I'm not a big fan of AI, to be honest. I see the benefit of AI in a sense, but I also see the destruction of AI. I don't know. It's a tough one. I can see both directions. I can see how it's good, and I can see how it's bad. And so, definitely there's some worries there, I guess, in that sense. All right, let me pause back real quick. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Flashback. There's just a single photo now of the question mark nebula. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me check one more thing here real quick. Let's go to the lagoon over here real quick. I'm going to move us to the Lagoon Nebula. What do you guys want to go into the lagoon tonight? What was that? Hey, Nebula. We're going to another one right now. Hey, Tony. What's up, brother? How's your night? Oh, it's going to be horrible, ain't it? Let's see what's going on. Right, the moonlight. Oh, yeah, it's all bad. Let's not do that, I guess. We're getting moonlight in our view. All bad. All silly bad. Come back over here. Click it. Click it, click it. I'm trying to click it. You ain't let me click it. Oh, red clicker. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm just gonna type it. Oh goodness. Talk about it. Here, I'll move the telescope real quick to a little different area. Oh my goodness. I am ready to do some cleaning on the equipment though. Look at that. The equipment needs cleaned back. So much dust going on with it. Ooh. So much dust. Solar flash tonight hasn't been active tonight yet. I hope so tomorrow though. We're in a good position. If it goes off tomorrow, we're in a really good position. All right, let's get it settled down. We'll pull it over again. Replace of it. Get the push into the center. Can't wait. Oh, nice. Solar streams as well in the future. I've done a few. So I got white light filters that we can use, but to me, like, solar streams are so slow in a sense. Let's bring it back. I don't know why. I just always found solar streams are super slow. There's a lot to talk about, but you can do it like in like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I like the idea of being able to move around, hang out for a minute, but when it comes to the sun, there's just so much that you can go through real quick, and you go through real quick, and then okay. we start over again. And there's always the same question over and over. What's that black dot? What's that black dot? What's that black dot? What is this? What is this? It's I don't know. For me, it's just a little different in the Doom of the Sun. Quite a bit of a different type of live stream for sure. Wind down. Oh, nice. I appreciate it, girl. We'll be glad to have it. Parker does some amazing views. Parker's interesting. I'm actually excited about the GOES products too. GOES 18 and 19. They're doing a beautiful job. GOES 18 and 19 are doing a wonderful job. Parker is amazing. Parker Space Probe. Fastest man-made object. It went way past the manhole cover, which used to be the fastest man-made object that's ever flown. It's crazy. Yeah, flashbang, dude. I'm sorry, but sorry. There it is, beautiful ring nebula, y'all. Again, this beautiful view. You can see the white dwarf inside the center now. Actually, looks really good. Let's see if we can stack. Let's see if they'll let us. I don't want to blind us though. Oh, wow. You're blind. Okay, it wasn't horrible. I was expecting something horrible. So much better than what I expected. I'm gonna do a color calibration. Take a look. There we go. We'll do it. Histogram, stretch, cloud noise, black level. Want some of the white, mid level. Lots more black level. Hopefully, we'll start to see it a little better here. Pull it properly. Man, there we go. Check that out. I can definitely make out the white dwarf left in the center, the core of its star. When it came to the, it's like, in a sense, it's like our star. This is what our star looked like, not an explosion. The release of its atmosphere. Essentially releases its atmosphere. What's a planetary nebula? Yeah, and right in the center you see its core left, which is soon to be the white dwarf. That's the core. It's going to continue to release energy. Don't fuse energy, but it'll continue to release energy. And once that's completed, we get the black dwarf though. That's pretty cool though. Hey y'all. 5:23 a.m. 5:23 a.m. Ring nebula gas, yeah. I'm exhausted. I won't lie. I am burning up. And I'm exhausted. I'm ready to sleep. Hope you all have an amazing day. Amazing next couple of nights as we're not live streaming. We shall be back though. Just as soon as I can. I wish I could get the full moon, but it looks like it will be raining during that period, which obviously don't open up the observatory when it happens, right? But I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Clear skies. Keep looking up. And we'll see y'all soon. And again, if you want in Discord with us, see if I can bring it back up. Thought I sent that earlier, maybe I didn't. If you want to jump into Discord with us, feel free to do so. Also, you can check out our website. The website that you guys seen a little bit ago. But clear skies, y'all. Have an amazing night. And we'll see y'all soon. Bye. Oh, thanks, Haley. C11. Have a wonderful night.